a pretty good
Mr.
quote.
Steele,
I think
it's
you're going to
at
like.
the bottom of the latest report that I sent you.
Jordan Steele shot me, and he is still the better son than you, Kyle Pred.
So that both helps and hurts you. I'm not sure how you feel about including that.
Yeah, let's include that.
Perfect. Let's move on. Back up, please.
Okay, Jordan would absolutely want that.
Alrighty. I need all the Dans and Fingal. I'm just going to assume for the sake of argument that your hand is raised figuratively to go ahead and raise their hands, as well as Mr. Pred and Mr. Steele. Do you affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it under penalty of perjury? So help you Coyle.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Yes,
man.
Alrighty. So we have State versus Jordan Steele. In this case, Mr. Steele, you are accused of one times attempted murder of a government employee. How do you plead?
Not guilty to all charges.
Okay, and just for the clarity in the record, this is attempted murder of government employee, 1 count, criminal possession of government-issued firearm, 2 counts, and resisting arrest, 1 count. Mr. Steele is pled guilty, not guilty to all charges, excuse me. At this point, we'll proceed with narrative testimony from Mr. Pred. Mr. Steele, you will be afforded the opportunity to ask him questions at the completion of his narrative. Approach the podium, Mr. Pred.
Sure thing, Your Honor. All right, Your Honor, you want me to start?
Go ahead.
All right. My brother. It's a little long, but it's important. On September the 25th, my brother Jordan Steele illegally came back to this country from Afghanistan.
Okay, objection. Objection. Speculation.
It's not speculation.
He can object.
Not speculation. He told me this directly.
No, I didn't.
He told.
Okay,
Your
well,
Honor,
he's allowed to testify to what he claims you told him because you're here to combat it in your own narrative. So
God
go ahead,
damn
Mr.
it.
Pred. Instead of speculating about what
You're
going
going to
to
get me fucking arrested. You know that?
Instead of speculating about what he may have done, you can tell me what he told you he did.
exactly. That's what I'm doing, Your Honor. On September 25th, my brother Jordan Steele came back. What he told me was he came back from Afghanistan in a low-flying plane so he could stay below the radar because he needed to lay low. These are, of course, red flags for me, but, I rub it off as a good joke. My brother Jordan.
I bet
he's
you
a
have to rub
trickster.
off every night.
No, I got Angel. I rub off on Angel.
Thanks,
she
Dans.
rubs me off.
Thank you, Dans.
Shut the fuck up.
That was a good one.
All right, so
Nice.
what
Jordan.
happened was Jordan came back. It was our dad's birthday, so it was great timing. Our father is Trooper Tony Andrews, Your Honor. Trooper Tony Andrews, badge number 215. We got together. We hung out a little bit. We gave Jordan a test flight job last night, in which he exceeded expectations of being a police officer. Everything was going pretty well. I was excited today, and for at least a few weeks upcoming, to hang out with my older brother, who's 9 years older than me, who is a war hero, but who I've learned is, in fact, a heinous warlord.
I don't understand
What
the difference.
then happened is, how do I put this? We were out on patrol, my father, myself, and Jordan Steele. We were doing our jobs. We were making arrests. We were making people angry. We took care of business. But it was at that time that Jordan was, after making arrest, we were made aware from our higher-ups that Jordan Steele was no longer fit for duty due to his heinous state of war crimes and potential allegations.
Can we just say my past?
Government.
Can we just say my past?
Oh, well, I'll agree to that, Your Honor. He's unable to be a police officer due to his past.
Thank you.
Which is understandable.
Well, I don't.
What then happened was, excuse me, Your Honor. We made Jordan aware we were all sad as we're a family, and we do love each other very much. You know, there is no one who is closer to me than my brother and my father, except at night when Angel's on top of me. She's pretty close to me. Anyway, we informed
Objection.
Jordan.
I have heard that Angel actually pegs Pred, so.
That's fake news.
So I'm going to go ahead and overrule the objection. I think you can be pegged while someone's on top of you. Proceed.
That's actually true.
Well, we got Pred here as a character witness for that, so expert witness.
Pred likes missionary.
No, I'm not really into getting pegged, and no, I'm okay with being choked. Only a little bit though.
While you're being pegged?
No, not while I'm being pegged.
Oh, so you don't like to be choked while you're being pegged?
We're getting a little off topic here. Anyway, Jordan. We then let Jordan know, hey,
Sheriff, something funny about this matter.
No, that wasn't me. That was something. There was something in here that made it was. I think I just heard the door open. See, it was like a door opening from that rat lady back there.
Mask off, rat lady.
All right.
Pause. Rat lady, mask.
Oh, there's another mask underneath it.
Lord.
I think that's just her face.
Yeah, continue.
Oh,
She
there
shot
we
me
go.
earlier.
Thank you.
She shot us. We want to sue her.
Yeah.
Not now, Dan. Continue, Brett.
All right.
All
Got a
right.
clear look?
So shut the fuck up, lady. Shut your redheaded ass up.
My bad.
Shut the fuck up.
See what I mean?
That's discrimination.
you see,
man.
when was the last time you did something like that?
All the
Yeah,
time.
man.
No.
No fun.
You can ask.
Yep.
You know what, Crane? Is it too late for me to add you to a character witness to prove to my brother that I'm still an asshole? It probably is. Let's get back on topic.
Why would the judge think you're an asshole? That's the last person you want to
Because
think
he
you're an
dealt with me
asshole.
when he was a lawyer, and he knows
Wow.
how crazy I can get. Isn't that true, Crane?
What's the craziest thing he's ever done, Your Honor? To you, that you've
Don't
witnessed?
answer that. Don't
No,
answer
I want to
that, Your
know.
Honor.
I want to know. Let's hear how
Objection.
crazy he can
Objection,
get.
Your Honor.
All right, you open the scope.
Yeah, you open the
we can get into
scope.
it. So,
The
when I was an
craziest
attorney,
thing he's ever done.
Sheriff Pred here had someone in the cells. I was coming back from Bolingbrook, and Sheriff Pred calls me on the phone, says he has a cell rep. He told me, come down here, but as soon as you get here, I'm just going to tell you that I'm denying this motherfucker a bench trial. So you'll be just wasting your time either way, laughed, and then hung up the phone. Then when I got there, he told me that the person was not going to get a bench trial because they were being an asshole. The person started repeatedly calling him a pussy loudly over and over. At which point, Sheriff Pred said, "Oh, he's thirsty and he's been complaining. Here, I'll give him something to drink." Dropped a gas can on the ground. Then Sheriff Pred said he would piss in the man's mouth in lieu of providing sustenance via water or some other typical form of liquid. At which point, after me requesting to speak to the client and then simply inquiring about the charges he was facing, Sheriff Pred threatened to handcuff me and throw me out of the cells, violating a whole host of constitutional provisions. But he backed down, and I guess in the end, the person in the cells was correct. In that moment, he was the pussy. So it's
So
kind
he
of
did
a
back
neutral
down.
bag for me.
So he did
It's kind
back
of a neutral
down.
bag for me because he actually
Objection.
was an asshole, but he
Folded
wasn't
like a
pussy.
chair. Yep.
Wow.
Go ahead. What's your objection?
Well, I mean,
sir?
I just don't want to do anything illegal. I mean, I'll say
That is
I'll do
true.
a legal thing.
That's why I said it was a neutral wash.
Yeah, because you folded.
Oh damn.
So here's what happened, Your Honor. Me
You know,
and my
Brett, I
dad
would say
made
you
Jordan
folded like
aware-
laundry, but I know that you wouldn't get that.
Objection.
I know you wouldn't understand that.
Sadly,
Hey,
true.
there ain't nothing wrong with dry cleaning.
Yeah, this is the
No, well, not he wouldn't even get that.
So,
All right, we can move
Sheriff,
on.
so it was me and and my dad and Jordan, and we informed Jordan we were gonna have to relieve him of his PD equipment. At which point he was already fired from the job. That equipment being on his person.
All right, hold on. When you say he was already fired, I have a couple questions about this. So,
Yes.
Earlier, you stated we were made aware from our higher ups that Jordan Steele was unable to be a police officer. I thought you were the sheriff.
We still have people that we answer to, Your Honor.
Not the tippy top.
Understood. Okay. And so that decision was made.
Your Honor, if
after you made an arrest, or
yeah, it was after we made an arrest. I believe I would be compromising a federal investigation if I went into any further information on any of
Okay,
this,
so
in lieu of my brother's war crimes and heinous activities in Afghanistan.
Okay, do you think that when children are seeing their school get carpet bombed, that they don't think that whoever's doing that is committing war crimes? It doesn't matter.
Well, I'll tell you what, legally, and I know none of y'all probably care, but the U.S. government does have the unilateral authority to declare someone an enemy combatant by way of deserting and becoming a direct enemy of the United States, hence the aforementioned enemy of the state. And that does mean that you are a valid military target. So in terms of a war crime, well, it's questionable. But that's not for this court.
Exactly.
So
it's all
informed,
interpretation.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I mean, you're lucky you weren't drone struck. So, at this point, we're going to move past the idea of when he was fired and how. What I'd like to understand is you told me, Sheriff Fred, most recently, that at that point he had been relieved of duty, essentially. Was this made in some kind of formal communication to him? What was the delivery of that message?
Direct communication through email as well as verbally by myself and Trooper Andrews to his face.
Okay. All right. Continue.
They fired me on a Sunday, so I wanted to shoot the place up. They said take the
You're
week.
supposed to do that on Friday.
That's what I thought,
Friday.
but they said just take the whole week.
Well, we're
Oh,
not
Lord.
a post office, so. All right,
continue.
so
He knows.
we relieved him of his job. We relieved him of his duty. He was no longer an officer, but Jordan Steele was harboring a police equipment on his person. When we told him that we were going to have to relieve him of the police equipment, he ran from the holding cells in Mission Row. He ran to the outside back lot over the bushes, at which point he shot Trooper Tony Andrews with his police-issued shotgun. You can reference the evidence in the photographs. The casings have been ran and everything, direct match to that weapon. The casings match the weapon completely. And at which point I was a little further behind because I was wrapping up some stuff on my paperwork end. I went out there and I saw Jordan Steele with his iconic, that you see that hat he's wearing? That's his iconic like cap. With his LSPD
Don't point at my
uniform.
cap, you motherfucker.
I'll point at that cap. I'll
Don't
point
you
at
point-
you, and I'll point at that
Put
fucking cap.
that
Fuck
shit
you
down
and your
before I
cap.
put you down.
What do you? I put you down 4
I'll put
times
you
already.
down.
You want to go again?
You
wanna
put
go
me down
again?
4 times. When?
You want to go again? You want to go again?
You didn't put me down. When did you put me
What
down?
I thought, pussy.
You didn't fucking. You didn't. You're lying. You never put me down.
When I ran out to the side lot, Your Honor, I saw Jordan Steele running, shotgun in hand, and he got on top of a BMX bicycle and pedal away. My father, Tony Andrews, who was shot, told me Jordan Steele shot him, but Jordan was still a better son than me because he wasn't a pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said to me. And then he passed out.
See,
and
everyone knows you're a pussy.
Then he passed out, and I was unable to have a conversation with him past then. So, essentially, we later on, Jordan gave me a phone call. No, I called Jordan because I was angry at him, and I told him, why'd he shoot Dad? He denied everything. Said he was on his way to Pillbox to visit Dad. I had units posted up there ready for him because I was under the interpretation he was going to finish the job that he started. We apprehended Jordan at Pillbox. He had no weapons on him. His flatbed truck was on scene. The vehicle was a tow truck flatbed. It was later towed from the area, searched as well. Jordan told me that he never got a so afterwards, we get Jordan down to lockup, let him know the warrant, let him know the charges, let him know of the missing PD equipment. We take missing PD equipment very seriously in this city. Very, very seriously, as I'm sure you're aware. Jordan denied ever having the equipment, despite me seeing him physically with it, both in the armory earlier when he got it. It was the first thing he pulled out. And on the scene of the shooting when he was fleeing after shooting my dad down with 2 shotgun blasts at point blank range. So I ID'd him with the shotgun prior, and when I confronted him about it, he denied it, said he didn't have any weapons. I said, Jordan, I'll cut you a deal, all right? Hand over the PD weapons, all right? You'll only be facing an attempted murder
Tell Pred
charge.
that you'll cut him.
Get back to your get the fuck back.
Worry about your goddamn self. Worry about your goddamn self.
You shut your
Worry
fucking
about
mouth.
your goddamn self.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Relax, gentlemen. Mr. Steele, you're not to confer with the Dans.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Tempting and beautiful.
I apologize, Your
This
Honor.
equipment outside.
So once again, I confirmed the weapon prior to when we got armed up with our PD equipment and went out on patrol together, that he did have the shotgun, which he denied to me about in questioning. And I saw him fleeing the scene. The casings on scene came back. Jordan Steele was also GSR positive, not much later when we apprehended him. It was about maybe, I think it was a rough estimate, 20 to 30 minutes after the shooting when he showed up at Pillbox. He was still GSR positive. And essentially, that's pretty much going to wrap up the entire testimony.
So you submitted into evidence several pictures of the PD equipment you claim matches the casings and all that.
And
how did you end up coming into possession of that?
We came into possession of that. We orchestrated a raid of Jordan Steele's apartment, which came across
Objection.
several
Facts not
items
into
and articles
evidence.
of PD equipment.
Objection.
It is in evidence.
No, it is not.
But it is in evidence. I
Check
sent him
again.
the pictures.
There's no pictures of my apartment, and there's no picture of a raid warrant. As a matter of fact, I haven't received a raid warrant, Your Honor. I don't know how he came into possession. I have not. I don't know I don't know where these alleged items supposedly came from. I don't know how they came into possession of them at all. There's nothing in there regarding it, Your Honor. I've never received a raid warrant. Nothing.
Your Honor, this is why bench trials for this kind of crime is a fucking joke. I can't help it if all my people go off duty and I'm left
so then put the charges on the docket.
mud. I'm not putting criminal fucking charges when you have PD equipment on the fucking docket. If you want it on the docket,
All right, listen.
you
All
can
right,
wait behind
stop.
fucking bars.
Stop. Listen to me, both of y'all. There is a middle ground here that's very simple, Sheriff Pred. As I told you before, you can testify to me what you have done. You can testify to me what you have personally witnessed. Now, if you just say a conclusory fact like these items came from Jordan Steele's apartment, then that is facts not evidence. Mr. Steele is correct. However, if you were present for the raid that you allege occurred, you can testify about things you did, things you saw, and I will weigh that accordingly comparatively with Mr. Steele's testimony. So I will sustain his objection as to the statement that these things came from Mr. Steele's apartment. However, you can again testify to me what you did, what you saw.
Got you. We executed a raid warrant, which is approved by a judge. I'm sure there's channels that you can see that verify that.
I'd still like to object to that, Your Honor, as there's no proof of this raid warrant, at least none that I've received.
Objection, hot pursuit.
Not hot pursuit. Okay, again, you don't need to tell me about a raid warrant. You can tell me what you did. Just tell me what you did and what you saw.
Got you. We executed a raid on Jordan Steele's apartment.
Objection, there's no raid warrant.
I'm speaking from what we did. Whether there is a raid warrant or not, we went into your apartment.
He can say what he was present for, and if there was no warrant, Mr. Steele, you can challenge that.
Thank you.
You can sue him for a constitutional right. You can also, in your evidence, state that you believe his testimony to be false because you believe that there is no evidence of such a raid.
Thank you.
But he is still allowed to say what he did and what he saw.
I understand. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
I will not. I will. Yep.
Go ahead, Sheriff Pred.
Got you. So we raided Jordan Steele's apartment. Upon entering his apartment, we found the PD weapons that were not only that were
I
registered
won't get
to
this
him,
if I
as
leave
well as ones that he
NoPixel.
claimed
I know,
that he
that's
didn't
why I would
have.
never leave
And
NoPixel.
we found several articles of PD equipment.
I would still always like
pistol,
play
PD-issued
some
Glock,
characters here.
PD issued shotgun, PD issued taser, PD issued baton. All this stuff was submitted to you in pictures. And essentially that's all. We found everything we needed. It matched the casings on the scene of the shooting. And there we go. Directly inside of his apartment building.
All right, that's
of
what you
his
saw.
of
I
his
understand.
apartment, his direct apartment, not the apartment building, his direct apartment.
How did you know that it was his direct apartment?
He gave me the key.
Okay.
It was his, it's registered under, so basically, his living space is registered with the government. We got all the information directly from the government as well as verified it with him directly. So case in point, no room for error.
Okay. Can you also just clarify for me, because I'm not as familiar with your armory procedures and your weaponsmithing. When you say it's registered to him, what do you mean by that?
He bought so essentially we have to take out our own equipment and it's tagged to us. So it's not that we own the equipment. We do not own the equipment. It is, we pay to have the equipment tagged for our use.
Okay, and where is that tag?
It's the serial number registered to the firearm.
Okay, so
Judge Steele
the
sounds kinda nice.
3661.
That's kind of what I was thinking about. I was thinking about running the tow yard and then doing lawyer shit as a backdrop to that
So that's your
instead of
state
police
ID
work.
gets tagged, and then you have the following serial number with that. So you have the weapon serial number, and then you have your direct serial number.
Okay, understood.
But I do like to blow shit up.
All right, and let's see here. Anything? Just give me a second. I'm just making sure I got everything I need.
We essentially pay to rent our equipment. We never own it.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Pred?
No. At this time, I don't really have anything else to present other than.
All right.
Let me just double check real quick, if you don't mind. He shot down Trooper Andrews. The casings matched. I did not directly see the shooting, but I was right around the corner from the shooting, saw him fleeing, and my father told me directly that Jordan shot him. He attempted to resist arrest when he fled the scene and ignored me calling him for questioning or anything like that. I let him know that he needs to come back here, that he's under arrest. Why did he do this? And then the 2 counts of criminal possession of a government firearms came from the raid that we performed when we entered. I got to make that clear. When we entered his apartment, and we found in his apartment the weapons related to the crime, as well as other harbored government-issued firearms.
Okay. At this time, Mr. Steele, your witness.
Yep.
No, yeah.
Hello, brother.
Hello.
Did we have any sort of physical confrontation while I was in custody?
Yeah, you said you wanted to fight me.
Okay, and then what happened?
You attacked me.
Did you have to... I attacked you?
Yes, you attacked me.
Where was I when I attacked you?
You were in the cells.
Okay. How did you get in the cell?
How did I get in the cell? I assume the door was left unlocked.
So you didn't unlock that door, and I just want to remind you, you're on the stand right now.
I am on the stand.
You did not unlock that door.
I can't clearly remember if I unlocked. I mean, maybe I did unlock. Here, I got to think real quick because there was a lot of instances down there that you're referring to where you told me to come in.
How-
You verbally told me.
How many incidences? How many fights did we get into while I was in custody?
3.
So you're telling me 3 times that door was unlocked?
Yes. I mean, it was unlocked. Yes.
Really?
So long.
Was it ever locked, or did you have to unlock it?
I'm playing the.
I had to unlock it.
So you unlocked the door to get into a physical altercation with me.
Well, you are my brother.
Why would you do so? Why would you do that?
Because you said you wanted to fight me. It was a mutual combat agreement between two participating parties.
Are you aware that mutual combat isn't legal here?
I don't think I have testimony.
It actually is.
I don't even know what this is about, but I'm just gonna lie.
I don't know either.
Okay, well, I'll let Judge Crane explain that it's not.
We do
if
not
you-
have any mutual combat provisions in this jurisdiction.
Oh shit.
So,
In
Wha-
fact, the definition in the penal code of disturbing the peace is publicly challenging another person to fight you.
so why would you unlock a cell door and fight a person you have in custody not once but 3
Objection.
times?
I don't see how this has to do with any of the contesting of any of the charges.
Thank
Your Honor. I'd
God,
like to move
finally,
on.
it does not. This is irrelevant. It's sustained.
Can I?
It's a civil matter.
Okay, actually, could I? Is there any way I could rebut to that?
You can give a rebuttal.
I'm trying to build a character. I'm trying to, build character foundation here. Essentially, what I'm doing
Objection,
is.
Your Honor. I'm not on trial.
Look,
He
we've
is.
already hold on, both of you stop. We've already accepted that I have a very thorough understanding of Sheriff Pred's potentiality for certain character flaws. I'm not in the mood to entertain further, delving into that subject. I'm
That's fine.
perfectly capable of
I
making an
think we
assumption,
I think we went far enough into it, anyways.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I actually have no further questions.
All right.
Objection, Your
Sheriff Pred-
Honor.
Yeah,
If
what's
he's
that?
not, I do have some things I'd like to say. Is he here for a civil claim against me, or is he here to fight the charges and contest the charges that he's being,
Did he just
Charged
object to me
with.
not having further questions?
I'm objecting to you because you're asking irrelevant questions, which raises my suspicion that you are not here to really fight the court case
All right, pause,
for your
pause,
charges.
Pause. Here's my deal. It is likely to take less time for you two to get it out of your system. If y'all are gonna, get in verbal arguments, then you might as well just have it out. If you don't want to have it out again, then go back, sit down, and it'll be Steele's turn.
I mean, I'm fine with us having arguments. I'd be fine with physical combat as well.
Yeah, we know. You'd also be fine with planting evidence.
All right, take a seat, Mr.
What?
Fred. Thank you for your testimony. Mr.
Gotcha.
Steele, it's your turn, unless you want the Fingles to go first.
No, that's fine. I can go first.
All right, Dan's, you're up second.
So everything that he
Okay.
said was correct, up to a point.
Okay.
We were on patrol for yesterday and today. It was beautiful. It was like old times. I was just feeling like, things in the Middle East had gotten back to normal, and now they're going to get back to normal here. And life was going to be okay again. At that point, that's when I was struck with the devastating news that I could not be a police officer. Stricken with grief, I immediately started crying and ran up to the evidence locker, the armory, to put away all my police-issued equipment. That's when I ran out the door, back towards my apartment. I heard some gunshots. It was my dad. Before I could even get close to my apartment, I got a phone call from my brother. Dad was in the hospital. I ran there, wanting to see him. But I wasn't allowed to see my dying father. I was denied the privilege to say goodbye to my dad before he dies by my brother over there. Pillsbury Doughboy Kyle Pred. The pudgy Pickstar bitch.
Objection. Those are not nicknames that I entertain or go by at all. He's just being a dumb fuck.
Look, it doesn't matter, okay? Kyle Pred, while I was in handcuffs, drove me down to the holding cells. On the car ride there, he said our dying father's last words were, "Jordan Steele's the better son." He was angered by that.
Objection, Your Honor. Our father didn't die.
Well, he's injured. dying, injured.
By you.
Could he die? You said he still could die.
He still could die.
Let
but
me
he's not
rephrase.
dead
Our
yet.
potentially dying father's words.
I'll allow it.
Jordan Steele is the better son.
That's so long.
He said that to him. Kyle couldn't handle that. Just angered by it. This is what he told me. He said, I'm going to frame you for his shooting. That way, it won't matter if you're the better son, because you'll be in prison, and at least I'll be the free son.
Objection! Your Honor, what kind of timeline is he establishing? He's establishing that the shooting happened after. It doesn't even make any sense, the shit he's saying right now. Just
It does
objection.
make
Sheriff
sense.
Fred. Hold on, Sheriff Fred. If things don't make sense, do you think I'm capable of ascertaining that?
I do, Your Honor, but
All
he's
right,
just
well,
up
then
here,
let's-
right?
Sheriff Fred, good lord.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, continue.
He takes it's simple. All right? Sees our dying father, hears those words, goes to the armory, looks for the equipment that I dropped off, picks up the shell casings that are already there, fires off a couple shots, boom, takes pictures of shell casings there, claims that that was there on the scene originally. And then says that I have those weapons without providing any proof of them in my apartment at all. Why, Your Honor, and the people of the court, would there not be simply a couple pictures of these weapons being in my possession? Why would I not be given the search warrant? Why would Kyle Pred beat me 3 times in the cells? Because he is a jealous little man. He's always been upset that I've been the favorite son. He always will be. He crawled, sucked, and fucked on his knees, begging for more, all the way up to the sheriff position. And yet, after he's accomplished all that, my father still thinks that I'm the better son. That drove him insane. That's why he did what he did here today. But we cannot let him get away with it. It's clear, Your Honor, that there is a bit of doubt here. We don't know where these guns came from. We don't know if they were in my possession. There's no way to prove it. There's nothing in evidence. Therefore, I cannot reasonably be charged with possession of these, resisting arrest, any of these charges, Your Honor. It doesn't make sense. We don't know where these guns came from. We don't know why Kyle is a little man with a little baby ego. Thank you, Your Honor.
It'd be a big ego if it wasn't a little baby. But little baby egos like.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Sheriff Fred, any questions for Mr. Steele?
Yes. Why did you shoot our father?
I would never. Jesus. Oh, my God. What is wrong with you?
Really?
Jesus.
Why,
You're sick.
Why did you run off after being fired?
Stricken with grief. Wouldn't most people run away crying after they lost their dream job?
Did you run off after being told that you needed to relieve your police equipment?
I ran right upstairs and I dropped them off at the armory. It was hard to drop them off, though. I couldn't see anything with tears in my eyes, but I do clearly remember a sign that said armory.
Your Honor, I got no questions for this fucking lying piece of shit.
I'd like to object to that. I'm not a liar.
Objection. Rebuttal?
Okay.
He is lying out of his fucking teeth.
Well, you know, there's no evidence of that in this report, just like there's no evidence of these guns ever being in my custody. And I'd still like to really...
Because bench trials are a joke that mock the current PD system because...
The legal system is not a joke, sir. I know that you think that people's rights are jokes, but I am entitled to my due process.
Everybody who helped me with the reports is off.
So you didn't even write this report, did you? Admit it! You've never written a report a day in your life!
I've written several reports.
Did you even write this report?
I'm the one asking the question.
Did you write this report, sir?
Your Honor, I'd like to have the witness stricken from the stand as he's questioning me.
Your Honor, I think that I don't want to speak for you, but I know the people of the court would love to hear this. Did you even write this report, Kyle Pred?
I am the
God
one
damn, you should
asking
pay
the
for
question.
that ASMR enunciation. Never mind. Continue. What's up, Fred?
Did you write the report?
I'm
Bastard!
not the one. You're not the one asking the questions, Jordan.
Well, maybe the judge would like to hear if you could even be bothered to write this report yourself.
Your Honor, I don't understand what he's doing right now. He's literally the witness being questioned.
All right, I would not pay for that. Take the damn food out of your mouth.
I'm not eating. Someone's just walking around back there and stepped on some pizza.
Oh, is that the ball gag that goes along with the pegging?
No, I don't.
It sounds like it, Your Honor.
All right, I think we're done with this back and forth. You can move back, Mr. Steele. All right, Dans, bring up your fallen leader. Come as a group.
You gotta paint. You have to paint Pred as a
Mr.
terrible
Steele,
person.
We're not gonna have
look
that.
like a hero.
Get back to your spot.
You got me?
Yeah, you got him? There you go. Hello, Your Honor. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are
Good to
y'all?
see you.
Howdy,
Doing
man.
well. We had a wonderful day, actually. Except for one.
Hey, Your Honor.
Your
and pretty
Honor, I
scary
do have
moment.
Hey, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I have to object.
What's
Guys
that?
were nowhere near any of the fucking scenes.
That's not
That's
true,
not true.
actually.
That's
That's
not
not
true.
true.
We will find out.
All right. What do you want to know, Your Honor?
I want to know what you have to contribute to the back and forth between Pred and Mr. Steele. Who do you believe?
Yeah. Yeah, I can contribute. Well, I believe Jordan. If you want my honest opinion. Would you like
Your
to
I
know
Honor.
believe
why?
Jordan.
Well, so here's how our day went. So we're running around doing Dan things, informing. Legally, we do have to announce to the courtroom we are police informants.
We
So
are
that's one of
police
our
informants.
part-time
It is, yeah.
jobs.
It is
We
true.
pay rent for the chief of police. We operate out of the small box on the side of MRPD. And so we actually got informed, because we are police informants, that we could go do some volunteer EMS because they didn't have any help. So we went around and we were doing that. And then we were helping people, bringing them back and forth to the hospital. Then we decided to go back to the office located at MRPD. And what do we hear? That's all we heard. We hopped out of the van. We jumped down. And then who would you know? Standing over the body, Sheriff Kyle Pred.
Oh my God.
Your Honor.
Oh
No,
my God.
There's more. Listen.
There's a lot.
Then
Your Honor, I was putting pressure on
This
his
man's a
wounds.
murderer.
No, he was hovering over the body, laughing. He didn't show any remorse. When he got in our ambulance, he
I'm
didn't even
not
bring his
crazy.
dad's body.
I will never forget that smile.
it
he
doesn't
had.
even stop there. So then he said, he came up to us and he said, "Are you the Dans? I've heard a lot about you. Here, get back in your ambulance. We're going to go for a ride." And the whole time while we were in that ambulance,
This didn't
he was,
even happen.
No, I remember this.
"Sir, are you denying that you jumped into our ambulance?"
I jumped in your guys' ambulance
Okay.
later
He
on
admitted
when
it.
you
He
offered me
admitted
candy.
it.
But it was later on. We went to the
All right,
college
let him,
campus.
let him get through it.
As he has stated, we went to the college campus. Then he was threatening us on the ride the whole time, saying, "If you snitch on any of this, I'm going to ocean dump you."
Objection,
That
Your
sounds like
Honor.
that sounds like Pred. That sounds like Pred.
And
I never.
He was
ocean
eating
dumped
a lot, too.
anybody. I was eating pizza at the time. I won't lie about
Oh my
that.
God, he admitted
but that
it.
doesn't
He
get
just
done
admitted
there.
it.
So while we were on duty as EMS under oath, abiding by all the laws of being a volunteer EMS as well, he brought us to the hospital and he said, "Just remember what I said, guys." And then he hopped out and said, "I got some unfinished business to do." And we dropped him
That's
off
the
at the
last time we
hospital.
saw him.
Jesus
And
Christ.
that's the last we saw of him.
Honor, I'd like to say, as we were heading to our office at MRPD, Fingal, what was the officer's name that we stole all that shit from?
That was
Oh yeah, it was the
man,
the
I can't remember
cadet.
his name.
Cadet that.
Has anybody
I don't
got a
know his
fucking
name.
cigarette?
But yeah,
Well, anyway, the point
They sound
is,
like
yes,
Hooker Block.
he sounded like
cigarette.
Hooker Block. But let me continue the story. We pull up there, and as we pull up, we hear a gunshot. Now,
Yep.
as we hear this gunshot, we ask, "What the fuck was that?" And the officer that sounded like Hooker Block said, "Oh, that's probably Pred shooting Jordan down in the cells."
Oh my God, Your Honor.
Your Honor, are we really going to entertain this? This is fucking stupid.
Wait, hold on.
Entertain what?
Can we bring them in as a witness, Your Honor? Since I didn't know any of this.
I want cigarettes.
Again, we don't remember his name, but I did. Also, if Kyle Pred put so much importance on police equipment, then how come the police did not arrest the lady in the rat mask over there that was here earlier?
Objection!
When I
What
told
the fuck
them,
does that even have to do with this case?
I'll tell you now, because I robbed a police officer and took all his police equipment, and then I told the police that they robbed me of it, and they didn't arrest him when she was right here.
That is true. And I would like to say, if you want to ask that cadet for his testimony, he will probably say that exact verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, man.
That is all, Your Honor.
That is all.
All right, Mr. Steele, any question for the dangle here in front of me?
Yep. What's the worst thing you've ever seen Kyle Pred do? Just any time.
Objection, Your Honor. I've
He
seen
killed your
Dan's, like,
dog.
twice in 5 months, and I never killed their dog.
You threatened to put meth
Our
on
family
me, Dan.
dog.
I never threatened to put meth on anybody, Your Honor. These motherfuckers are lying through their fucking teeth.
Well, you know, I will consider that accordingly. The Dans did submit to me an evidence the other night that the Zapruder film was faked, so, you know, I'll wait.
Well, that was Fingal, to be fair.
But that was real. It was me.
You know,
All right, anything else, Mr.
God,
Steele?
I think that they've done a perfect job. I have no questions. I'm just shocked and disgusted. How could this
If
man
you
become
need
sheriff?
proof,
The system
if
is
you-
broken.
I would just like to say, if you need proof, outside at the desk, there is a police camera that I stole because it's the only thing that person left. They took my police gun, my spikes, my IFACs, but no one gives a fuck.
I'd like to call the cadet that's trying to arrest me for my warrant I've had all day to the stand. That
I'm
he
gonna be
could
honest with you,
back
I don't
up
think
this
that's
testimony.
possible. I'm pretty sure from the beeps we've heard, they're all dead.
Yeah.
Well,
That was a lot of beeps.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
seems like
Sounded like a fucking
Pred
Diplo
is covering
song.
up his foot tracks. Isn't that right, Pred?
Cleaning
Is
up
that
the
one of them
mess.
hippity hop artists?
Your worship,
Uh,
may I say a few
yeah.
words?
Electro. More.
Oh Lord. No more witnesses are going to be entertained. All right, Sheriff Brett, any questions for the dangle of Dans in front of me?
Your Honor, I got no
and
questions for
Fred
these
switch
guys
stands?
because
I
they
think
literally
Cass on
didn't
trial
see
on this
anything.
point.
They gave me a ride like
What?
after the hospital or something.
I saw you standing
Objection.
over
How
your
can he
dad
say
while
what
was
they
bleeding
saw?
out.
Yep.
Because, Your Honor, these guys are so full of fucking shit. I don't even know what to say right now.
Oh,
This is
okay.
all.
Well,
It's
Your
literally
Honor, I have
everything
a
in his
question.
lies. I have no
Uh,
question.
Dangle of Dans.
Yes,
One at
Your
a
Honor.
time, starting with the gentleman in the black hat. When was the last time you defecated?
Wait, you mean Tex
Which
Ingle?
one? Texting me?
Yeah, Tex Single.
About like 6 hours ago.
Red shorts.
I like to hold it in.
All right, Fingal.
I also like to hold it in 3
All
days
right.
straight so far.
Good Lord, see a doctor. All right, and Vingle.
I cannot defecate. I actually went to hell and Satan removed it.
All right, so I'm going to
There you go.
overrule the objections. They are full of shit. All right, y'all are dismissed. Thank you for your testimony.
Better investigative work than the sheriff. Good job, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
y'all.
Your Honor, may I say one thing, or I guess is it over?
Yes, Vingle, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask Fred, what was the gunshot at MRPD?
Yeah.
It was a shotgun fired by Jordan Steele at Tony Andrews. He told me himself.
But there's no
I
there,
did
because
not.
we saw
Objection.
him-
I did not say that.
Your Honor, I just let me get the time
I
frame.
do
'cause
have one question for the
I want
Dans.
the
I do
truth.
have one. I have one question for the
Yes.
Dans, Your Honor.
All right.
Have either of you ever lied in a courtroom?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No further questions.
Well, that wasn't
But
a
Your
lie,
Honor-
though. But that wasn't a
Your-
lie. They were
Your
honest about
Honor,
that.
I wanted to finish my question.
All right, go ahead.
So I will, Mr. Pratt,
Why does
I
he
or
get to question me?
did
don't
I or did I
understand.
not? Okay, well, never mind then. I was gonna try to help him.
Now ask him the question. I want to hear this.
That's the question we all want to hear.
Did I or did I not spike the rhino?
Yes, you did spike the rhino.
Now, why was there a gunshot, and why did the officer say that we were shooting Mr. Steele?
Fingal, I don't know what the fuck happened.
He does not know why there was
He
a
doesn't
gunshot in
know.
MRPD.
I was.
He just admitted he doesn't know who shot that
I
gun.
don't know what he's asking me, Your Honor. I have no idea what.
Your
this
Honor,
fucking
we
guy's
pulled up in
asking.
the ambulance. We pulled up. We were probably less than a block away. We heard a loud blast. We pulled up to our office. He was standing over him. That's all.
That's all.
A cop
All right,
literally told me he was shooting him in the cells.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got one
he did
question
say
for
that.
y'all. Vingle,
Yeah.
you asked Pred, did you or did you not spike the rhino? Where did you spike the rhino?
Your Honor, my dad's calling me.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. I apologize.
Daddy!
We left up.
Where can get to the courthouse, please?
We spiked it on the road.
Oh shit.
The road where?
Get to the courthouse. I'll have Jordan at a bench trial.
I don't remember what
we
road
were
it
on
was.
the
No,
way to
he
the
he
apartment.
called his
And
witnesses.
it was after we heard the cop
No, I
that
didn't.
said,
I mean, you need to get
sir,
here.
sir,
Bye.
I'm trying to testify, please.
All right, so I want to
What
hear
was
from
that?
the dangle of Dan.
5-0 might help.
Where was the rhino spiked?
It was leaving the apartments.
can I borrow
we
a phone?
pulled up to the apartments, and Jordan was
Can't
yelling
have
about his
phones in here.
constitutional rights.
What?
And then they had left the apartment, and he spiked the rhino.
All right, thank you, Dangle of Dan's. You've been very helpful.
Why is he allowed to have
You're
a
welcome,
phone?
man.
Appreciate
You're
your
welcome, Your
testimony, y'all.
Honor.
Back to the petty box.
Can I have money?
Your Honor, my two
Yeah,
witnesses
afterwards.
are available.
All right.
Nice.
Well, unfortunately, you already finished your case, Sheriff Fred.
Listen, but this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of details in this case that don't make
Why-
sense.
Why
Exactly,
does
Your
the
Honor.
police have to rush themselves for the criminals?
Sheriff
doesn't
Fred.
make any
All right,
sense.
everybody stop.
Already molding.
I am very capable of equally weighting both the inability of the defendants in bench trials to adequately represent themselves without counsel or without proper time to prepare, as well as I am to weigh the fact that police often have to rush things in these trials. Now, accordingly, when I'm only left with testimony, I have to look at how that testimony interfaces and which I find to be more reliable. And honestly, believe it or not, the Dans over there have provided some of the most helpful testimony, including, events that may or may not have occurred
You're
that have
welcome.
helped me to reach
You're
a ruling.
welcome, Your
So at
Honor.
this time, I'm going to go deliberate, and y'all are going to wait here.
All right, thanks, Your Honor.
We are criminal
Can someone
informants,
get-
after all.
Someone get me some alcohol, please.
Just doing our job.
That sounds like
guys,
that was
really.
bad.
Anyone got a bottle of whiskey? Why I'm an alcoholic.
But I mean, there's no evidence that I was
Shameful.
possessing any of these. So the evidence is really bad. There's actually none, and there's no search warrant at all.
It's too late. They're already deliberating. I can't.
Dan's proved a raid happened. No one's saying that the raid didn't happen. What I'm saying is that there's no proof that they got these from my apartment.
Ugh.
I never said a raid didn't happen. I'm saying that there's no proof that it came out of my apartment. That's what I'm saying. No, I never got the search warrant, actually. Am I gonna sue? Of course I'm gonna sue. Vingo kind of threw. No, I never said the raid didn't happen.
I just want to kill the lady in the rat mask.
Wrong.
I objected to him saying the raid happened, but I never said that it didn't.
Hey, guys, what do you think it's like to get pegged at home and then in the courtroom as well?
Shut up!
Jeez.
Damn, you fucking got him.
It is a little quiet though.
You think Crane will latch on to the
They
rhino
took all my
thing?
damn police equipment.
Yeah. But I never in my testimony said that a raid didn't happen. You know?
There you go. Okay.
Maybe, though.
Objection, they shouldn't be married.
Dad! Help me!
Have permission to come back here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Crane said it was fine.
You can come wherever you want, man.
Hey, you're a
Let's leave the
cop.
Judges,
Fuck.
move. Let's continue this.
I'll
Yeah,
just wait
Dad.
here. I don't want to.
Dad! Dad,
Yeah.
Dad,
please,
be
haven't I
careful
suffered
with
enough?
that guy.
Haven't I suffered enough, Dad?
Shot me, asshole.
Okay, and I'm sorry.
You all heard it.
And I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
That's all.
That shit hurt.
Okay, I'm saying sorry. What do you want me to do? You would have shot me.
No, he wouldn't have.
Yes, he would have.
He
I
said
know
he
that
shot
because
him.
I'm your son.
Why would I shoot you?
You know. I thought you were Pred.
You hit the gavel.
All right, I thought you were Pred. I'm sorry.
How?
I just thought you were Pred.
We do kind of look like that. I think it's easy to get us confused.
Of course I shot you. I thought you were Pred.
I mean, I am pretty much your spitting
why,
image, Dad.
Why would you? Why would
Oh,
you shoot us though?
perfect. All right, I was just about to ask Sheriff Pratt if there's any officers on duty. Andrews and Pratt, I need you over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell? Is this a
Um,
sidebar?
No, you
No,
can be
he
here
said
for this,
officers,
Mr. Steele.
Fuck it.
Oh, cool.
All right, Trooper Andrews, I need you to GSR Sheriff Pratt.
Okay. Wait, is this? I walk into something. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
He
but I'm
beat the
glad
shit
you
out of me
saw
4
it.
times when I was in a cell.
He attacked me. Why am
I was in the cell.
Why am I being GSR tested?
I don't know. I was asked to do so. Should I not be doing this?
I'm positive.
Yeah, because you
I
also.
can already tell Your Honor, I'm positive for GSR. I'm a cop in this city.
My God.
All right.
Yeah, I came back positive, sir. I don't,
All
I
right,
don't
let
know
me
what
ask
that
you
means.
one thing, Sheriff Pratt, before I go back and finish my deliberation.
Yes.
So, did you shoot Jordan Steele at any time today?
Yeah, when he attacked me in the
Oh
cells.
my
All
God.
right, got it. Thank you.
Son, can I have a sidebar with you real quick?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I love you, Dad.
Hey, Vance, I want to give you I got a job. I'm gonna give you 3, but the ones for the dad one.
Hey, you guys got to attack Pred. If
Oh shit! I can only
well,
give
just,
you
just
stuff
whenever this
outside.
ends, you should just attack.
All right,
Pred.
man.
Sure thing.
I mean, he's an asshole. He's got to be brought down and peg, right?
You have a band-aid,
I
man.
want to kill him.
Oh yeah.
Kill him too. Who cares?
If I
Say
wasn't
less.
dead right now, man. Oh.
I still have police equipment.
Do you
out
want
there. I
something,
can
you
prove
weird
that they
girl?
don't care.
Huh? What's that?
Who is
I
this
got a
weird
jump
little
for
girl?
It's our
That's
friend
40.
40.
I'm
He
fine.
shot at.
40?
I'm her best friend.
Yeah, like the
I'm number 1.
Oop.
Yes, man. Tell me that all the time.
Yeah, number 1 person I'm gonna kill.
Oh my God.
All right, watch out.
Vacuum? Yeah, gonna have a clean house, dog. God damn, I love having a clean house. Shit just increases my mood. The fucking sub count. Oh yeah, this must have been a month ago. Was JD when? That must have been last month.
Yo, look at Roy. He's bald.
Damn, he's carrying the sub
Roy.
count, huh?
Fuck you, Fingal. All right.
Bald.
Early 10K.
Bald.
Oh well.
Bald.
Bald.
Everyone is getting scammed
Ugly.
into donating to subathons.
Bald. What the fuck?
Yeah, I got you.
Bald.
Can you come closer, Roy?
Bubba
I wanna
Gert,
see
thank you.
Up close.
Appreciate that.
That's
Yeah,
fucked
back
up.
on food
That is fucked
stamps.
up.
There goes the JD one
Solar
difference.
flare, Jesus.
Jesus.
I lose cop on Jordan. I'm already down 2K subs. Jesus Christ.
Later.
All right.
I just got lightly tapped by a car.
Oh. Which Fingal is this? Which Dan?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Vingo.
Your Vingal, Dingle, and this one? Text
All right.
Dingle?
All y'all back up, please.
Yes, sir.
That's
Thanks,
so
Dad. I'm the
long.
golden child.
Yeah, you can stay here. Dan's, you can join me up here. That's fine.
Oh, thank God.
That's so long.
All right. You want to hit that there for me, son?
Would I?
Hey, Pop.
Thank you.
I love you.
All
and,
right,
I
gentlemen.
think it's
Here's
time
where
for
we're
me
at.
to let you go off in the world.
What?
So I'm gonna go through a few things here and explain these charges and how I feel things played out in this courtroom.
That was weird.
Sorry, is there a side conversation going on?
Yeah, my dad said something about me going off in the world, so I guess that means I'm free to go. They're dropping charges.
No, he's disowning you. You're no longer in Andrews.
Oh, that's not true. You don't mean that, right, Dad?
No, he doesn't want you to be a part of the
All right, we
family
can
anymore.
resolve
I'm the
that
golden
later.
boy.
I am not Dr. Phil. Okay. So, looking through the evidence and the testimony, I'm presented with a pretty stark contrast here. Sheriff Pratt outlines a timeline that paints Jordan Steele clearly as having committed the acts. Jordan Steele paints a timeline and a narrative
That's
that
so
points the finger at
long.
Sheriff Pratt. It's he said, she said. Now, Mr. Steele's narrative does outline facts that and a set of circumstances that could line up somewhat with the evidence presented by Sheriff Pratt. They're both positive for GSR. Sheriff Pratt admitted just now that he shot Jordan Steele in the cells.
And beat me.
And beat you, correct. Thank you for that. So it's interesting to me that, I'm left with a question of how do I discern who's telling the truth here? Now, one of the things that I'm struck by is while I do believe that the Dans gave me mostly accurate information about something, I believe that they did obfuscate a little bit because looking at this photo of the scene here that shows the casings and Trooper Andrews' body, I do
Your Honor.
note that Sheriff Pratt is not the one taking the picture. Sheriff Pratt is standing to the side with his flashlight, as well as there is an EMS, I believe, attending to Trooper Andrews. Now, the Dans have claimed they were functioning as the Danbulance, and that while they observed Pratt over Trooper Andrews' body, they never stated anything about seeing an EMS. They never stated anything about seeing Pratt collecting evidence. And they also never gave any narrative timeline to explain that they left shortly thereafter.
so
seeing
good.
Pratt
I
standing
mean,
on
that
the
doesn't-
body, nor did they give any detail about what they did.
That
when
still
they
doesn't
saw
put the
Trooper
guns in
Andrews
my
on the
possession.
ground. Now, if the Dans were
Your Honor.
functioning as their Danbulance, I would have concern. Give me a second. I would have an understanding that they would, and gosh, don't we all know it, quickly interject themselves into the scene and give Trooper Andrews what I could assume would be both mediocre but entertaining medical treatment. Given that they did not testify to anything of that, I'm not really sure that I buy their story about what happened with seeing Pratt over the body. We do have Trooper Andrews' statement, which was admitted into evidence by an agreement with Mr. Steele at a sidebar, claiming that Jordan Steele shot him. Now, Jordan Steele's testimony went very carefully into what I like to call giving just enough information that it lines up with Sheriff Pratt. However, he completely omitted anything regarding any type of raid, claiming, in fact, that there was never any warrant, there was never any raid activity. He basically denied the whole thing, including objecting.
I didn't
Pratt
say
even
that there
stating
wasn't a
was
raid. There was definitely a raid.
Correct. That's why I said omitted. You now are claiming there is a raid because I think you heard as well as I did, because you've already told me you're 42-0, or 43-0 was it? You heard Vingle, say as well as I did that he spiked the Rhino and that he saw the raid at the All Street Apartments. He said he also saw you complaining about your constitutional rights.
Yeah, there was definitely a raid.
It's fine of you to say that now. As a result of the testimony, I believe that Mr. Steele has cleverly omitted several things that would point to his guilt in this matter.
Loser.
I believe in that sense that I'm devaluing his testimony.
That's
as
not
unreliable.
catching me.
Now, in terms of the Dans, I believe their testimony is unreliable when it comes to the part.
The
that I
burden
can
of proof is
corroborate,
literally all on Brad.
when it comes to standing over the body and such. When it comes to the comments about the raid and about the gunshot,
there's still no
that
evidence.
they heard in the MRPD cell. I do believe they're telling the truth. As you've just said, Mr. Steele, there was a raid, and I believe, Mr. Steele, you confirmed there was a gunshot after Pred attacked you in your work. So I am going to be finding you guilty, Mr. Steele, of all charges. However,
What the fuck?
I would highly encourage you to file a civil suit against Sheriff Pred, given that you claim you were shot in the cells and you have witnesses.
There's no evidence that these were even in my possession at all.
Who's mauling now, pussy?
Oh my god, that's insane. That's
Mr.
what.
Steele, I'd like
There's
to see
zero
you in a
evidence.
Come over here.
What the fuck just happened?
Come over here.
Hey guys, can I get some medical attention?
There's Your Honor.
Come
are
here.
you serious?
Come here. This is a bench trial. You asked for this format. You got this format now.
So
Here's
what's the
deal.
format? Lose?
No. Oftentimes the police lose. Now let me tell you.
When?
Will you stop for one moment? God damn it. Okay. You clearly got fucked here by your own family. I'm not a fan of it. I'm also not a fan of the fact that an officer who was actually going to be able to come to this courtroom and do competent bench trials with me is now going to be gone. So I'm disappointed and I'm annoyed. So here's the deal. If you can manage to not get into any other shit outside of this incident, and I mean, no felonies, nothing, for the next 2 weeks, I will consider an expungement and I will consider pushing for you to get a bar license. But if you get into any other shit in the next 2 weeks, any other violent crimes, any bullshit, I will be unable to do anything about that. I'd like to see you actually contribute to the DOJ here, and I'd like to see you deal with presenting defenses for people who cannot for themselves. You did a damn fine job of trying to convince me that this shit didn't happen, even though we both know that it did.
Well,
now here's the deal. If you want that, you can take it and you can work towards that expungement, you work towards that bar license. If you don't, well, I'll probably see you in here. That's up to you.
It's a sandwich and a bottle of water.
You know the burden of proof is on them, right?
I'm well aware what the burden of proof is. I'm also well aware that in this case,
You know
when
Pred didn't
literally-
deserve to win this, right?
it's not about deserving. If I did it just based on who deserved to win, I'd throw everyone in jail every time. Because nobody deserves to win 98% of these bench trials. Which is why I'm telling you to get a bar license and up the fucking standard.
Oh, God. Yeah, all right, maybe.
All right.
Why would I want to do that if I just lose?
Thank you, Dans.
Well, look at that. Pred doing nothing and being lazy is rewarded again.
Hey,
I guess someone
Kyle.
has to.
Hey, Pred beating you in court once again. What else is new? You know what I mean? Golden boy.
Yeah, well, like I said, if you were, I mean, you have to be rewarded for your laziness or else you'd be homeless and dead.
Hey,
Isn't
hey,
that
you
right,
know a lot
Dad?
about being homeless and dead,
Jordan,
considering you're
listen.
jobless, homeless, and I wish you
Who's
were
the
dead.
one that has the job and is the top cop?
Top cop?
Top
You
cop.
had your job back for not even an entire
You missed it on the
24
way, Fingal.
hours, and you lost it again.
So? At
Yeah.
least I'm
I'm
still...
so
boy.
excited to have you back, and this was your second
Yeah,
chance.
but here's
You
the thing,
wa-
Dad.
Literally fucked
I
that
may
up.
not be a cop, but at least I'm still Jordan Steele.
Yep.
And you know what?
Jordan Steele.
I can sleep knowing that I didn't bend and fold like a fucking
You've
chair.
just been billed $48,000.
Oh, and I'll be getting that back plus some, I think. You just admitted to beating my ass 4 times and shooting me in
You
custody.
know that you agreed to combat and you wanted me to come in the
Mutual
cells. You can
combat
deny
isn't
it
a
all
thing. You
want.
would know that if you were a cop.
Mutual combat isn't a thing. I thought we did that as brothers.
No, you did that as a police officer, and you beat someone that you had in custody.
You challenged me to combat several times, and I
also, you
obliged
never served me the raid warrant.
Gotcha. Well, still serving you that fat bill. Thanks for that
That's
money,
okay. You'll be
motherfucker.
serving
Really
me.
appreciate it.
Well, you'll be serving it right back.
It'll be another loss for you against me in court, Jordan. I can't wait.
Okay.
Let's get you sent off to jail.
If that's what you think.
260 months.
Thanks, Roy.
Hey, Crane! Did you say 260 months?
Say again.
Did you say 260 months?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ, can I have something? Can you throw me a bone here?
You shot me, motherfucker.
No, I didn't.
Give him 100.
Your Honor, he shot me.
No, I didn't.
No, he did.
100? What the fuck?
Give him 100.
How about 160?
Do I still give him
get
the
a say in this
520
shit?
of
I'm the
parole?
one that had to go to
Look,
the fucking hospital.
Look, here's
Still
the
give him
deal,
520
okay?
in parole.
The reason why I'm dropping it down to 100 is because 210 months of this shit are for the police issued firearm. So I'm dropping that down to 100 because I'm giving you some portion of that, but we both know that that's generally supposed to be related as a deterrent for people killing police and taking their guns.
Oh my God, 48.
Your
Those
Honor,
were his already issued. He
Your
just
Honor,
kept them longer than he should have.
Your Honor, we peacefully asked him to hand over the weapons.
I know. I know you
ran
did. I
out
believe you did.
and
I think he
shot
was an
me.
asshole. I think he shot you. I believe you, which is why I found him guilty.
Sorry.
I'm just telling you that in terms of the deterrent effect, there's nothing to deter here because he had the guns not from stealing them from an officer that he shot down, which is what the high time is supposed to prevent. He had them because he just got fired and he ran away screaming like a
One
girl.
issue with Judge Steele. Judges are voted in by
He
popular
did. He does
vote.
scream like a girl.
No shot you win.
All right,
swap,
so he's getting 100
and that's
months.
not due to in character reasons.
Does he still get the
It's just
520
not
of
RP with
parole?
Penta.
Yes.
Well, maybe.
All right,
but think
perfect.
about if I
All right,
talk
Jordan,
to
let's
cops
get
the
you
way I
downstairs
talk
to
to
the cells and
civilians,
get you
but in front of the
transported off,
criminals.
fucking
Maybe they'd
psychopath.
like me all of a whole hell of a lot
look at your
quicker.
wrist.
I meant what I said, Mr. Steele. Give
Let's
it some
go,
serious thought.
I'll think about it.
Fred, can I ask
All
him
right.
about his fluids before
Jordan,
you
we
take
need to
him?
talk.
Sorry, Jordan.
It's all right,
Is
Dance.
there any
Sorry,
laws against
Jordan.
Yeah, just,
All
well, yeah,
right.
you're allowed to shit on the cops. That's allowed. You're allowed
Hey,
to
Jordan,
fucking make cops
I'm
feel
2-0
terrible
against you.
OOC.
You never needed my
3-0.
testimony?
That's okay. I know that you need to count the
No.
scoreboard. I know that you need that for your ego.
I don't think I have an
Me,
ego.
I'm just gonna be counting that civil lawsuit money.
Wait, didn't you act? But don't you actually? So are you telling me that you count your scoreboard for your ego? Because I never count my scoreboard.
I don't
Head into
count the
cell,
scoreboard.
please.
Everyone else does.
Wait, you said
They
you
just
said
remind
you
me.
told about 43-0.
No, that's other people that say that. I just say yup after they say that shit.
Door's broken. Get him out of those cuffs. Let's get him sent up. All right, Jordan. You'll be facing 100 months with 520 months of parole. The DOC's here to take you up. Have fun in jail, you stupid terrorist fucker.
Oh yeah, and Pred.
Hmm.
After what Crane just told me, you should really get used to seeing me in these bench trials.
What did he tell you? I mean, what did he tell you exactly? What did he tell you? Can you tell me? All right, can you just tell me and stop laughing? That'd be great. Could be. Shut the fuck up. All right, can you tell me, Jordan?
No. I don't want you to be prepared.
Why can't you tell me? It sounds like it's good news.
Good news for me, bad news for you. Jordan Steele,
Look.
attorney at law.
Actually, that would be good.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we'll see.
Man who knows how to abuse the system, who could be a better attorney? You know what I mean? Look, you can be smart, Jordan. I'm fine with that. Me, I'll keep being lackadaisical, unknowing of anything, wafting through life. I'm happy
well,
that
it
way.
got you to sheriff.
It did. It did get me to sheriff. And it got you fired twice.
Well, that's okay.
I'll see you.
I have one thing that you'll never have, and that's dignity. Because I know you don't
I have
care as long as you have a rank.
No, I have dignity.
Oh my
but
god.
I also have a rank.
Do you actually think that?
Yeah, I do.
Jesus.
Gotcha. All right, well, they're here to take you up. All right, I need to wake up a little bit. Have a good one. Pussy.
Well, shit. We lost the case for some reason. I don't know how. There was nothing in evidence that put those on me. But I got a door open. That's good. More believable story. I actually disagree. I think that Pred planting evidence on someone is more believable than, well, they're probably both equally as believable.